Hello. Hi. I'm bored. I got nothing to do. So I opened the video game. I was gonna stream yesterday. Uh I was gonna stream Mecha Chameleon yesterday because I was playing with friends. And then I didn't stream it because I didn't feel like it, unfortunately. So now I'm playing this. I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks or three, I forgot. The last stream, what was I even doing? I did like half of the Pride campaign. I did the rest of it off stream, and there wasn't really a whole lot else I missed. There was the track of the day, and then yeah, I don't know. This is a snow car track that I really didn't like, so I didn't even finish a run on it. And then, I did the maps that were worth looking at, I think. So that's fine. I was originally, so I have it set up in here. Uh, that if I click play random map with filters, it'll just put me on an ice map. I was gonna do that, and I'll probably still do that and just play some ice for a little bit, but I also have weekly shorts, which I never play on stream because I think they're boring, but I haven't done them yet, so why not? We can do this first before I just chill on some ice tracks for a little. And by play these, I mean I'll probably I get ATs on these usually, and then I never play them again. Because I think hunting these is really fucking boring. So I don't know, I've never been a huge fan of hunting like sub 20-second maps. And then yeah, we do have new campaign coming up. Yeah, this model is the one I used before the other one that I have, and I just felt like using it again. So I'd probably switch between them from time to time until I finally, in 2035, when I finally get my own proper model. Oh, I got the AT here. Wait, we're going next. I didn't notice. My desk is too high. I was standing earlier, and I can never get it back to the same position after I lower it again. Okay, Valhalla music, too loud. Too loud. Quiet down, man. Good. My ears. I do really wish I streamed yesterday when we played Mecha Chameleon, because there was like one specific thing that, like, really funny thing that happened that I am very sad I couldn't get a clip of, because it was like too long to do like a shadow play or whatever the AMD equivalent of shadow play is, but very funny thing that I could not clip. There was like one specific thing that I'm like, damn, I really should have started my stream yesterday. Oh well. Yeah, the controls and all that is not very intuitive, but I don't know, it's goofy. I enjoyed it. The main problem for me is just getting my friend group to fucking boot up the video game. With any of like the friend swap stuff, it's like it just doesn't happen. My friend group just doesn't do it. Like they do it like once and then you'll never see it again. What am I playing? Oh, this is a multi-route. Oh. These maps are always the ones I dislike the most. Isn't map 4 usually full speed? This is probably full speed. Yeah, it is. I missed it. What the fuck? I'd imagine there's like a secret route or something. I don't know how these work. Yeah. I can get it without, though. Normal? Like, this is normal? Where is the other fin? Oh, here. Huh. Wait, that changes the entire map. What the fuck? Not that I know what I'm doing on grass anyway. Oh well. I like out of nowhere built a grass map like a week ago. And I don't know how to play or build grass. It was very good. Oh, I love Rally Car. Is this just cutting the corners and zooping? Yeah, I think that is pretty much what grass is. Okay, those are the shorts. Those maps will never be seen again. Oh god, it put me on Precise Ice, and it's probably a map from like 3 years ago. It's a 2022 map. With a semi-cooked AT. Yeah, you can tell already. I always forget if the slow ice patch was 2023 or 2022. Because this could be on slow ice, or this is like a year before. I know it was like October, but I forgot which year. Yeah, I don't really even remember what the changes were when they changed it from the slow ice. 2023 was the big one. Yeah. Okay. And then they changed it again and made it better. And that's what we are on now. I always just forget when the initial one happens. Because that was like pretty early on when I was... Well, when did I start playing the game? I started in like winter 2022. And I like really started to learn ice like mostly on the slow ice, I think. But this is... This is like one brake tap wrong and I'm dead. No. Straight line flat ice used to be faster. Ice wiggles, yeah. I remember the old ice wiggles. After like ages of not playing Cup of the Day, I got Div 2 on the ice map a few days ago and I got third. Which, other than like the going out round 1 in Div 1s like 3 times, that's like my best placement in Cup of the Day. I've gotten Div 1 like 2 or 3 times, but I went out round 1 like all 3 times. Yeah, the no grip really made the map like 0 stress unless you like hard crash, so I think that's the only reason why I did anything on it. Like I won a few rounds, which just doesn't happen. But it was significantly less stressful because of the no grip, I think. Can I do this turn, please? I want to move on. But this AT is free. Quote unquote free. Yeah, then it did make the map too... I think it made the map too... Maybe... I don't know about too easy, but it made it so there was like really no... Like it was really hard to make mistakes. I would think that Div 1, like the non-ice players in Div 1 would be like very happy about the no grip. But maybe when it makes something too easy, it's different. Because I know a lot of people are like, no grip should just be the default. Sliding out is stupid. I think I don't like no grip most of the time. I'm not a fan. There we go. No grip makes it feel really awkward in my opinion. Actually, let me I want to make sure I have bobsleigh disabled in the plugin. Exclude bobsleigh. Thank you. Whoa. When is this from? 2024. I also forget when they did the second change. So I never know like what era of Ice I'm playing when I play this. No, I'm not. I've never done any like events like that. I don't really even know whenever they happen either. I very much am like completely out of the loop in regards to like anything event wise in this game. I just kind of open the game. I'll probably end up watching a little bit of it from whoever's streaming it, but I don't know. Wait, was this early 2024? Okay, yeah, this is slow ice. Made for it, at least. That's why it feels so insane. Yeah, those seem fun. One of my main problems is I don't know anyone who plays Trackmania. None of my friends play this game. So I wouldn't really have a group to do it with. Bruh. Point one. Can I do RMC with filters? That would be cool. Who cares? I don't want to play 10-second map that was designed for RMC to piss people off. I said no bobsleigh and I got a bobsleigh map. People need to tag their shit on TMX correctly, man. Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of just always been this way where I just I keep like so much to myself that I just end up kind of I don't know anybody in any game I've ever played. Like when I played competitive TF2, I had like the friend group I was in and nobody knew who I was outside of it. And then when I quit, like I don't know. So like all my friends are like ex-TF2 players who just don't play the game anymore, but also don't play any games that I still play. We just kind of hang out still. A lot of them are into like fighting games, which I hate. I don't know. So like I'm just kind of here doing my own thing, and then they're like watching Evo, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I want to play games. Yeah, and also just the fact that like communities in other games are nowhere near as like inviting and welcoming as this game, so it's like such a vibe switch that like you're used to like staying as far away from people as possible, but in this game it's like people won't immediately call you a slur when you talk to them. Probably, hopefully. For the most part, I don't know. I don't mind playing the game alone. I just do kind of wish I at least had like someone to talk to about it sometimes. I have like one friend who tried it but didn't like grind it, you know. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean that like this community is completely like innocent and saint-like. I just mean that compared to other things like Counter-Strike or whatever, it's like you're less likely to find horrible people. I don't think that's a spin. Why am I an AK-4? Why am I playing the bobsleigh map? I specifically said I did not want to play bobsleigh, and then I'm playing bobsleigh. More bobsleigh, and I have the AT on it already. I've played this before. Okay. Come on. Tag inclusive search. Yeah. Stop putting me on bobsleigh, I beg. Mini RPG Ice. Probably the next thing I would not want to play, but maybe. Maybe it's cool. I can't see. Where am I? Oh. Intended path here. Okay. Oh, and then it's just a jump. Other than some of the visibility, I think this is a neat map. And I can't drive pipe. 0 ice slides. Zero ice slides. And pipe. What the fuck? I forgot. Oh, I forgot. I need to play more RPG. I think not playing weird shit like that is why I've skill plateaued, to be honest. Am I jumping here? Yes. Am I hitting a tree? No. Am I hunting this? Absolutely not. Am I sniping your world record? Probably not. Is this also... Yes. This is old ice. Or bad ice. But maybe faster now, probably. Definitely faster now, probably in a bad way, though. What the fuck? Was this? I'll just watch it now, because why not? Oh, better start. Maybe different physics. Maybe not. It doesn't look like it. If anything, it looks like you're on the correct physics and they're not. Maybe. I don't even know. Oh, then maybe not then. Maybe they just did the start really bad. Where is Scrappy? But they go really wide in the start. But then you end up in front here anyway. Yeah, like where is he going? Hmm. This whole map feels like you're like about to gear up and you're like trying as hard as you can not to. That's what it looks like spectating that. Oh, not the ghosts. Year 2. How come Scrappy went over the gap and I didn't? Check him PC. Oh, okay, I do not like the reactor. Holy. That's probably the intention for the quarter pipe. I slid out. Oh no. I feel like it's really hard to map a quarter pipe on ice and make it work. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the wrong gear the entire map. But because this is supposed to be on other physics, probably. Uh. I had sound alerts set up, and then I thought about it and was like, eh. Well, I just disabled all of them after like a little while. I still have them set up, it's just all disabled. I'll think about it again. I don't know. Well, I'm going to the moon. Oh, I didn't even notice the AT was low. Or that's probably not slow for the physics it was built on, but you know. I don't like what I'm seeing because I know this mapper. and I'm not happy about it. Yeah. I'd imagine this might even be like an unbeaten AT map that was beaten like yesterday. I don't know. I can't tell from watching TV King, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not playing it. I've uploaded like 2 maps since they started doing that stuff, and I've beaten the ATs on my own. And I kind of thought about it and I was like, I should have just let other people beat the ATs so that other people will actually play a map that I built. But instead, I just beat my own ATs in like the first couple hours. Not that my maps are good or anything anyway, but I said no bobsleigh. Hello. Okay, there's real ice. Ah, man, it's every other map where the ending is ice and it's just one shitty ice slide. Hello? I don't like. I don't know much about it other than I've watched a little bit of like Spem and like Carl playing it, and that's like all I know. I don't know how it's developed since, but yeah. People deliberately mapping to fuck with the people doing the challenge is stupid, but the concept I think is fine. You know, it's obviously a fun thing, but if people are literally just mapping for the sake of giving those guys like a difficult time with the challenge, it's really stupid. Overall, I hate the idea of mapping difficulty for the sake of difficulty over enjoyment of the video game. So I think that also plays into it. Is I just hate the idea of making a map hard just for it to be hard, and it not being actually fun to play in any way. I'm not a khaki enjoyer, no. Like a big example for me is if I can find it. I don't think I'm in the club for it. How do I look at maps? Hello? Am I okay? A big example I've used before is the revival campaign. These maps are hard for the sake of being hard. Like crazy precision, like insane shit that's like mostly impossible to play. And it's like just not fun to play. As much as I like these are ice campaigns, so I like wish I enjoyed them, but these maps are difficulty for the sake of difficulty and like I guess to show off cool things you can do, but like the maps aren't fun to play for like normal people. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think I can get back on the map. Oh, and I could get back on the map I was just playing. I guess mostly for me it's like, especially when a map is like mapped with the intention of like a lot of people playing it, like a full speed map for Cup of the Day. That has like some crazy risky route with like speed checks that require perfect speed slides, and it's just completely unapproachable except for like the best full speed players in the world kind of thing, which that doesn't happen too much anymore, but it's happened before. I don't really like that kind of thing. I don't know. For me it's 12:38 a.m. but I woke up at 6 p.m. because no reason. In general, for like time attack kind of games, like I used to be a jumper in TF2, and I mostly stuck to like the lower tiered maps that like are generally easier but are a lot more fun to speedrun. And the same thing kind of goes for this game, where like I don't really like playing ultra hard difficulty. I just kind of like playing like the easier stuff but like maxing it out more so, even though I don't really do that too much in this game. That's kind of where I find the most fun. (2022). Okay, this is original ice, but there's not enough ice on the map to make it. Oh no, there's bobsleigh, and bobsleigh's slower, so the AT actually might not be. I don't know. Getting into the movement in TF2 is probably the biggest reason why I've hated every other FPS game I've ever played. Because nothing feels like it. And I can't get used to anything. There's nothing that has matched like rocket jumping in TF2 in a game ever for me. You know, this AT is 100% possible. I just need to... not be bad. 0.5, I need a 38. Like, even Counter-Strike felt too different from TF2 because of, like, the differences with air strafing and stuff. And then, like, I've tried Apex and stuff, and I didn't really like the movement in Apex. Even though, like, Titanfall 2 is known for its movement. FPS games have kind of been like a... The few I've tried since quitting TF2 have not done it for me, so I just kind of have given up on modern FPS games. Like, I care more about the movement than I do the gunplay in a game like that. And TF2 has both. So TF2 just has both, like, fun shooting and fun movement. So it's been the only one that's really stuck with me. There's a gear in the start here that is not fun to... Yeah. The competitive scene in TF2 never really super took off, even when there was like they were trying to do a bigger push for it with like they added matchmaking into the game after the community begged for it, but they did it in such a horrible way that it died on arrival. And I don't know. As much as the community was really pushing for it to be recognized more as a competitive game, it just never worked out. And the North American TF2 scene now is like the most dead it's ever been. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time, I think a lot of people are like, it's about time kind of thing. Maybe overall, like over the years, yeah, but the biggest thing right now is that Froyo Tech is no longer playing, which is like huge for NATF2. Like Banny's not playing this season. The two top invite teams are like not very good, at least from what I've heard. I feel like I used to hear about TF2 tournaments back when like I-Series was still happening. But yeah, well, especially because I don't play the game anymore competitively, I also just don't really know anything about the EU scene. But I do hear that the NA scene is really not doing good anymore. Putting TF2 on like a crazy huge stage and prize pool like that, the amount of like ex pro players who would come back for that, I'm actually so curious about who would come back. Because so many pro TF2 players left for Overwatch when it came out, and then either succeeded in Overwatch or like just disappeared. Some of them went to like Valorant. You know, like would we have like Seagull and Shadowburn and all these players who were very notable TF2 players who left for Overwatch, would they come back if there was a huge prize pool in TF2? I never liked Overwatch. I mean, it was probably fun for a little bit when it came out, but I did not hop on the Overwatch boat. Mostly because I wanted to play Pharah, and then Pharah was really boring. And also like all the meta stuff that just was dog shit and continued to get worse and worse. I have no idea what's going on in that game now. I know it's getting like better, like they're doing a lot with the game now, like reviving it, but I still have no idea. I haven't heard anything. None of my friends play it. I don't follow it at all. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure the only people who queue for the matchmaking in TF2 are like cheater stacks, as far as what I've heard. But even in like pubs lately, I've played a little bit with friends in the last few months. You still find cheaters in like every lobby you get into. So the game is hard to play. I feel like this AT is possible, but I feel like I don't want to play this map anymore. This looks like the first map I ever built. Because it's night mode stadium and you can't see anything. I do not think that's a bug slide. Yeah, night mode is... whenever I open the editor, I'm like, I really want to build a map in night mode, and then I do it, and then I can't see anything, so I change it to like sunrise, and then the map becomes playable. And I'm like, oh man, one day. One day I'll figure it out. This is an ice booster. That is fucked up and evil. Wait, you go down here anyway. Shit. Maybe you do bug slide there then, because you don't need the speed. One of the biggest mistakes I made, I built a map like a faster map. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. I built a map in night mode and I used black plastic for like half the track, and then I didn't light it up. And I was like, this is good. I'm gonna upload this. Or I tried to light it up, but I didn't do a good job. 2024. One day I'll... I don't know. I like checking the dates just to see if I can remember if this is pre-patch, but I don't think it matters. There is a cut. Well, you need this, and then you probably want the speed. Oh wait, no, you have to get that one. Yeah. Wait, jump. Oh, I see. Like jump down and go here. No. I think I'm stupid. Let's just see what Kevin does so I understand what you're saying. This, this, this I saw. Oh, that's what you meant. I was looking, I was braining too much, I think. I saw that, I was just like, maybe it's something else. Holy. I don't have the speed to do this zoop fast enough. Hmm. I've never been good at having an idea in Minecraft and then like doing it. One of the times, like 2 or 3 years ago, I built a giant hole in the ocean and drained it of all the water, and then everybody had quit the game at that point. So I spent like 2 weeks draining a big hole in the water, and then we all quit. So that's about where my ideas end. I think I streamed some of that. Like that was like 2 or 3 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. I was just, I made a big circle in the ocean, and then I was just removing the water from the circle. Wait, I want top 5 on this map. That doesn't feel like it works the way it's supposed to. I feel like I'm supposed to be faster there, and I'm just not. Wait, I'm so slow. I feel like I'm doing the entire start wrong because I can't do the zoop the way it's supposed to be done. Like here. Okay, it's just me being bad. It's skill issue. It's not physics issue. It's entirely my fault. Still not fast enough. Almost. Yeah. Usually when we do Minecraft with my friend group, it's like I'll have some idea, like a big thing I want to do, and then I never do it. So I don't know. Like there have been things I've wanted to do, and then people quit in like the first week, and I'm just like, maybe next year. What usually happens is like the server will start, my friends will be like killing the Ender Dragon in the first 8 hours, and then I'm there in like iron armor just like doing my own shit, and then people quit because they did the because they killed the Ender Dragon, and then I'm left alone on the server for like a week until it dies. I think people need to slow the fuck down. Personally. I think we've tried doing that, and I don't think it's in like the first day, but it's in the first like couple days where like people do like they get like full decked out in diamond or whatever, and then they are like, I don't know what to do, can we kill the dragon? And then they get elytra and then they quit. They maybe build like a mob farm and then they quit. I agree that like the early game when you're just when it's not really like an XP farm simulator is much more enjoyable than after you're like geared up and stuff. That's why I try to not care about gearing so fast. Man, this music is looping for like the 4th time. You know what? That was the... Okay. I would like to move on from this map, but I want top 5, man. I need to stop being bad at the ending. Good. Okay. I saw the top 5 and I had to. Computer map 020. What does that mean, man? Hello? An arrow, if you don't mind, please. Something. I do not think this map was built by a human being. 2025? Hello? I mean, it has to be because the stadium colors, like, it's the light gray color. So it has to be a later map. I think someone in my friend group mentioned doing the yearly Minecraft recently too. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I don't think this mapper enjoys fun. 100% cutted. Right? Maybe? That works better than it feels like it should. I think it's really hard to map something because, like, when I don't know, just in general, but like when you build a map, you know exactly how you want it to play, and you can play it the way it's intended. But then someone else plays it, and it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? None of this makes any sense. I think that is the most common thing that happens to everybody. But not everybody has like an entire team of people to playtest their maps, nor do they want to put that much effort into them. And sometimes it's just a bad idea, yeah. Wait, this is supposed to work? Oh, it works. I feel like that has to be cut, though, at the end. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I didn't think that ending worked. I thought it was supposed to be cut. I feel like the AT has to have done the cut. So far, I've not gotten much good luck with getting real maps in my random map picker. Sometimes I get some bangers. I think tonight has been an unlucky roll. This is how I play the game most of the time nowadays though, is I'll just do random map picker for like 20-30 minutes and then I'll close the game. I think I'm slow. $33.86 gold medal copium. So it was a 33.86 8. I don't want to play this. I'm not playing this. Hank's me map, real map. If it'll load. Real map. It's from last year. I'm significantly worse at fast learning real maps. Somehow. Intended way to do that. Gears included. Man, I wish I was good at mapping ice. I feel like whenever I use any custom blocks, like even like these, but like especially like this kind of thing, like the custom turns, I feel like I map the worst shit possible when I use custom blocks, and it makes me sad. Uh, where am I? Cool map. I like it. I don't think this is a huntable map for me though right now, at least. I should do that more often though, where I like just hunt some random map I find instead of just playing it once and not ever playing it again. I don't know. I'll favorite it and then come back to it in like 2 years when I remember that I can favorite maps in this game. Where is this plugin? What am I looking at? I went from that to this. What the hell? What is this grass? Okay, the grass helped. I feared it. "2021 map." Oh yeah. Yeah, that and also Stabby on the leaderboard. That's a name you do not see anymore. Yeah. That works way better than it looks like it should. Oh no. Every time I get one of these Plasticize maps, I I just these maps are the weirdest and like worst maps. I've gotten them so many times and I don't understand them. Was it a cock? Yes. It's surprisingly hard to make a map that doesn't somehow look like a penis. Can I go backwards in the start? Can I recam? Cannot go backwards. I don't know where the finish is, but I'm not finding it right now. Yeah, I don't know what these maps... I've played so many of these maps and I don't think any of them make any sense. They appear way more often than you'd think when you're filtering for ice only. It's weird because those ice blocks are custom blocks too. It's like what is this trying to be kind of thing. Definitely not a spin there. Or else, or maybe a spin, a really bad one. No. Hmm. 2026. This is a recent map. But how do I save another, like, 1 second? This is like a 2-month-old map. Gear 2 Ice. Everyone's favorite. I lost so much time. What the fuck? How do you go from plus or -3 to plus 03? Hello. Normally, if I wasn't streaming, this would have been a map I played like one run of and then went next. But for some reason, I'm continuing to play it. And I don't know why I'm playing it. I got sub 20. We're good on there. What the hell? So far, no ice. At least one Neo Slide. Freewheel. Wait, the whole map's indoors. I didn't even notice. I feel like it's really hard to light a map that you make indoors. I've tried like once and I couldn't do it. What is this from? That's not a Neo Slide. I just Neo Slid it last time, but it's not a Neo. Yeah, this makes way more sense with more speed, I think. It's cool. Weird ice entry, though. Not a fan of that. Like that. There's probably a custom block that does that perfectly smooth. But whatever. That is a very weird turn to try to do, though, on ice. That is very difficult uphill. I don't know. I will be shipping. It's been an hour and a half. What the fuck? I thought maybe I'd be live for like 45 minutes, not gonna lie. What is going on? This feels like a 2021 map. That is not the route. Was I correct? It is a 2021 map. Ugh. What the hell? think you are meant to land like in a drift here, but I am doing it wrong. Every gear on the dirt has been not very good. And I'm missing this again. One day. Oh, I clicked quick map without filters. Let's see if it puts me on ice anyway. It says something about tech. I think it put me on bad tech, as the title suggests. So far, NASCAR. Am I on GC on Rainbow Road? This map has one finish, and it's the mapper. I will play this map just to give this map a second person on the leaderboard. I accidentally didn't click the right button on my plugin. Wait, this might be really easy to get AT on though. Even though the mapper already has it. I lost 0.3. Ow. I don't think I have the brain capacity. I go up that spiral and my entire memory of the map disappears. This feels like something I would build, but without the spirals. I don't think I'd ever map the spirals, but otherwise, this isn't too far off. I keep going middle. Stop going middle. Oh, there's a gear I'm fucking up. Ugh. Oh, I got it. Okay. Now I will go back to ice because that was a mistake. I feel like this is a cool map, but I don't know. I see Scarzor on the leaderboard, so I think this is old. 2021, yeah, okay. Somehow didn't slide out there. Okay, apparently I'm taking the safe route. No, the safe route messed up my PB. Just realized I don't think I've even calibrated VTube Studio before I started. Hmm. The road borders make this map so much scarier than it should be. Because, like, you hit one at all and you have 0 speed. Unless you do that. That might be actually better for doing that turn. That part is difficult. feel like this map shouldn't be as difficult as it's proving to be for me. Holy shit. Like, the AT doesn't seem hard at all. I just can't finish the map. Like, world record is 2.5 seconds faster. Okay, that makes that entire section make infinitely more sense, and then there goes all of it. Oh my god. Bug through the wall? No. I mean, I saw that, but I didn't have the angle to do it before. Let's see, 47, 57. Yeah, this AT is fairly easy if I can just get that one part and then not hard crash and die. I probably don't even need to do that very fast for AT. I probably could have continued there, and as long as I didn't fail the ending, it would have been fine. Like, that was not it, but it's still not the worst. It could have been way better, though. I'm throwing. I threw. Okay, yeah, that took way too long for that not really being that hard. It's really strange to drive that. I don't know. Oh, did I click the wrong button again? This is also a mapper who just builds for RMC. So I'm assuming it's not difficult. So I'll play it. I think I'm going wrong. Perhaps. I go next because I clicked the wrong button. Oh shit. I think that's no grip ice, but like without the no grip effect. I think that's what this is. Maybe it kind of felt like it. Like I felt like I wasn't able to slide out there. I don't know. Oh, it's hunted though. Ew. Not super hunted given the leaderboard, but I'll probably stop soon. It's been almost 2 hours. And I'm kind of going nonverbal. I'm not tired or anything. I'm just tired of talking, I think. Which usually happens around the 2 hour mark anyway. And also just, I normally don't play this game for more than like 45 minutes at a time unless I'm live. I don't want to... I don't know. I'll most definitely be live for at least 2 or 3 hours. I guess tomorrow, since it is past midnight here. Because new campaign on the 1st. Praying that there's an ice map in this campaign. Because I had nothing to do this season. After I finally got the fucking black maps done. Praying for ice in the new campaign. I think this is supposed to be a bug slide, but I could be wrong. The map title is Wicked, so I can only assume. But I don't know. Yeah, I barely made that. I also see the red boost into the finish over there. Oh shit. There's a checkpoint there. Yeah, I think you're supposed to do like, maybe not a bug slide, but having the speed for this jump is like, I have 20 less speed than last time. Yeah, I can't even make this. Maybe just landing earlier, no sliding, and then not sliding out in AK3, that would be wonderful. This also is barely ice. There is like the one ice slide. Somehow this is a fun map though. I don't know why it's fun, but it's kind of fun to drive. And as long as I don't respawn, that's not hard to get AT on either. Sometimes the weird stuff that seems like it would be bad is like some of the most fun. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sometimes something like this is just exactly what you find fun, and then other times it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? I think normally this would be an insta-skip map, but right now I'm fine with it. Okay. I'll do like one more map. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. Oh, I saw this. This is an alt car block. I knew I saw an alt car block. What? What am I playing? Why? Did I not click on ice again, or what? No, there's an ice path to the right. Most definitely not the correct path. Also, me holding PF backwards got me 5th place on the map, so I think oh. Okay. That doesn't count. Revival 2? No. No, I just was talking about this shit. I'm just gonna watch the replay because there's no way this is a map that I will find fun in any possible way. So far it's normal, but at least some of, if not most of the maps in this campaign are, again, like, difficult for the sake of being difficult. This looks mostly normal so far, though. I love this car skin. I love when the brake lights do what they do. Like this. It's so cool. I want a skin that does that, but I do not know where to get. I think my skin has some kind of brake light thing right now, but it's not like this kind of thing. I think this is actually a normal ass map. This is like one of the most normal revival campaign maps there's ever been. Like, this is like actually a playable map, I think. But there's some others in this campaign and the previous revival campaign that are just like, why? Like, it's mostly just like showing off like this is something that's possible, but like nobody's going to play it kind of thing. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just am not a fan of, I don't know. I like when campaigns are playable. I like when the map I play is completable in a discovery run without having to painstakingly grind every checkpoint to perfection. I don't know. This is like the most playable revival campaign map that they've ever made. Except that I fucked that up. This is a normal map. This is like, it's definitely a little bit too hard for track of the day or anything, but it's like a very playable map. It's not a track of the day map or anything though. I think one of my biggest problems is that, and I think a lot of people probably have this issue, is they learned to play the game through track of the day and got used to that one relative difficulty of map. So then everything else just doesn't work for them. I have that exact problem. Is there's like a specific difficulty range the track of the day is, and then whenever you play something that's not that difficulty, it just like doesn't compute. I think that's probably one of the biggest problems players probably face in this game, myself included. Because if you don't go out of your way to play harder maps, you don't learn anything, so you just kind of plateau at that one skill range, whatever that is. I don't know. Okay. I think I'm going to end here. I did not expect to stream for 2 hours. I thought maybe an hour, hour 15, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. But I also have not streamed in like 2 or 3 weeks, so yeah. I got a fucking seltzer out of the fridge before stream. I did not even open it. Fuck. Well, okay. Yep. I'm gonna end. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on the 1st, so tomorrow-ish, for the new campaign, probably earlier in the night, like evening for me, not midnight for me. So yeah. Thanks for coming out and chatting if you chatted. And I'll see you on when is this? Monday, Tuesday? But Wednesday. 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 Have a good night. See you soon. Oh, I can't go out of this box on the screen.